Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Now, you may be wondering, how is an 8-year-old a serial killer? Oh, it gets better. He committed his first murder at 7 years old. He is known as the world's youngest serial killer. Anyways, let's get right to it. This is Amarjeet Sada. Some reports say his name is Amardeep Sada. He was born in 1998 in Begusaraya district in Bihar. Later, his family moved to a different village. The family was extremely poor and spent most of his days in poverty. They were farmers. In 2006, Amarjeet committed his first murder, his own little sister. The little girl was sleeping in her mother's lap when Amarjeet, her own brother, took her and carried her to a deserted field. When he returned home without her, the family questioned where the sister is. He took the family to the field and showed them the dead body, which was covered in grass and dead leaves. The family didn't turn him into the police. Instead, hid what he had done, which fueled his tendencies even more. The next victim was his little cousin sister. The family still protected Amarjeet after he killed his cousin, allegedly believing this was a family matter and should be dealt within the family. Clearly, nothing happened because in 2007, Amarjeet killed his third and last victim, and her name was Khushbu. Her mother, Janjan Devi, was the neighbor of the Sada family. The mother had left her 6-month-old sleeping daughter at a local primary school since she was busy with household chores when the mother returned. Khushbu was missing. The villagers were already suspecting Amarjeet since he had a dark streak, and they were suspecting him for killing the girls of his family. The villagers then started questioning him and called the Bhagwanpur police station. At first, the police didn't believe how a young, innocent-looking boy could do any of this. However, Amarjeet happily, without any nudging, admitted to the murder and even led them to where he killed Khushbu. Okay, now what he said is translated, but this is what he said. She was sleeping in the school. I took her a little away and killed her with a stone and buried her. Wow. The police later confirmed after looking at the corpse, he had taken a brick to the baby's head and bashed her skull in until she died. The police took him to the station and asked him why he committed these crimes. But all Amarjeet did was stare at them, smile, and say, I want some biscuits. The police gave him biscuits and then asked, how did you kill the children? Amarjeet calmly replied, I took the kids to deserted fields and hit them hard on their faces using bricks until they weren't breathing anymore. After making sure they were dead, I would hide their bodies using grass and dead leaves. Many officers were scared to even look at Amarjeet. Of course, I'm getting goosebumps just doing research on this case, just talking about this case. Imagine being in front of a young child who's sitting there and smiling, eating biscuits, and talking calmly about how he committed these murders. It would send chills to anyone. The police officers decided to wait until a psychiatrist examined Amarjeet to figure out what to do next. A psychoanalyst, Shamshad Hussain, told reporters that Amarjeet was likely a sadist who finds pleasure in injuring others. Another individual from the psychology field pointed out that Amarjeet didn't appear to have any concept of right and wrong. Now, usually children know the difference between right and wrong before the age of 2. And Amarjeet, at this time of being in the police station, was 8 years old. And he did not develop this. Later on, after tests were done, a clinical diagnosis was made called conduct disorder. Now, under the Indian law, a child cannot be sentenced to death or sent to prison, but can be sent to a juvenile facility, which happened. Apparently, he had access to medication and treatment he needed for his conduct disorder and was put in solitary confinement for majority of the time so he wouldn't interact with other children. Now, it is believed he left the home when he turned 18 in 2016, and he's living as a free man under a different name. No one knows where he is and what he's doing. Allegedly, Amarjeet contacted the media in 2015 and claimed he is in a children's facility in India, and he was supposed to be there until he was 18 years old. This is sickening. But in reality, this is the truth. There are syndromes like conduct disorder which go undiagnosed in children. And then after the age of 18, conduct disorder becomes antisocial personality disorder. I just don't understand why the parents didn't report him. If I were to think on the side of the parents, maybe they didn't want to lose another child. Maybe they thought, oh, one child is already dead and I don't want to send my other child away. Maybe it was what would the society or villagers think, like, oh, look, one child killed another child of their family, like the rumors. Maybe the family was scared of being shunned or humiliated. Regardless, this is not an excuse and it is not okay. I've heard so many true crime stories where the children hide the crimes of the parents or the parents hide the crimes of the children, and it never leads to a better outcome. These parents wanted to keep it into the family, but one death led to 2 deaths, which led to 3 deaths. And 2 of the 3 would have been prevented if the parents just got in contact with the police. Another theory is that the parents and the aunt and uncle didn't care because it was girls who died. And in India, some parts at least, boys are favored compared to girls. They didn't want to send the son of the family to jail just because he killed 2 girls. They wanted to keep this a secret and have the family deal with it. But clearly, it did not work. But yes, this is the case of Amarjeet Sada. Thanks for watching, and please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down below. I'll be talking about more true crime videos such as murder, rape, and unsolved mysteries. Until next time, be safe.